Daycare operators in Nova Scotia say they're going to lose the businesses they've spent years building because of the province's new $10 a day childcare plan. So joining us from Sydney, Nova Scotia, is Helen Gamble. She's the owner of the Health Park Early Learning Centre. Welcome to your morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie.
Nova Scotia is racing to cut daycare costs to $10 a day in the next 5 years. You are going to have to decide whether you're going to stay private, become nonprofit, or opt out and then lose out on the subsidies. Operators like yourself say these options are going to drive them out of business. Where does it leave you?
Well, I've been speaking with the department, and I know there's a lot of my counterparts that are really working hard on this. And I believe that at the end of the day, we're all going in the same direction. But right now, we're driving in different cars. So I think we need to look at our options carefully, get more information on them. The problem was that the conversation we had in the teleconference on January 13th, that was left to interpretation. There was a lot of things that were unclear in the documents that they gave us. So it looked very frightening for our sector. We did make a lot of noise, and I believe that the department and the government are listening. They're open to communicating with us. So talking about the options and how that affects us. Right now, I'm not 100% sure which way I'm going to go. It's the one good thing that happened from this is we had a deadline of March 18th, but that deadline has now been extended, and we don't know when now it's going to be implemented. But for now, we have time to carefully look at the details when we get them and present them to our lawyers and accountants as well.
You know, at the crux of this is parents. There's a lot of families who are excited about the prospect of $10 a day childcare. Business owners like yourself have other questions, other options to consider. So in your view, what impact do you think this has on the quality of care and staffing?
Well, I'm hoping that the quality of care, it will be different from every center, because we all know every center is not created equal, or they don't run things in the same way, have the same guiding philosophies. I'm hopeful that for parents, this is going to help them to be able to have freedom to go back to work. That will help our economy. We can help look after their children and educate their children. And for the centers themselves, I believe we just have to do what's best for us. But I think we're all wanting the $10 a day childcare. I was excited when I heard about the plan. And then when the details were released, it was a little bit frightening. But as we learn more and more, it doesn't seem that it's going to be so frightening.
So would you say then you're leaning more towards being in support of the plan?
I'm not going to say either way. I believe if I had to choose right now, I don't want to segregate some of the children in my center. I want every child, whether they can afford the $44 a day or $10 a day, I want everybody to have the same opportunity. So the option C for me is raising my fees so only people with higher income could afford it. And that's not the reason I went into childcare. So that's not really appealing.
Nova Scotia Education and Early Childhood Development Minister, that's Becky Duren. She says she wants to see all operators share their input on the future of the system. So what would your input be?
My input would be that we would like to remain private, and we would like to have control of our organization. Right now, I think option A is to remain private but surrender like your administrative duties to the department, this new central organization. Well, I think operators want to have control of that. They want to control their wait list. They want to, control who's working for them, raises and bonuses, all those things we want to keep intact.
Of course, and that's the concern for private owners such as yourself. When you have all this autonomy, you can choose your staff, you can choose your locations, you can choose things like that. But when you take the subsidies in order to offer the $10 a day daycare, you might lose some of that control. That's the big concern.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we're going to have to wait to see what shakes down in this decision as conversations are ongoing. Helen, thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.